Hello, hockey, basketball, and soccer fans. My name is David. I thought I would start this video at 3:53 on the afternoon of Wednesday, 14th February 2024 Eastern Time. So it is Valentine's Day in the Eastern Time Zone and throughout Canada still. The day is coming to an end in various parts of Europe. It's already over in Asia, so it's 15th February in quite a few countries over in Asia, and the Oceania is already at least the Western Pacific Ocean. So what I'm going to do first is about to acclaim that Greg Wyshynski of ESPN made on Sportsnet Radio on the Jeff Merrick Show on Wednesday Eastern Time about an appeal by Leafs defenseman Morgan Rielly of his suspension. That the said appeal has been just simply a waste of time because it was under 6 games and but even with it, got some good news. The Leafs, as was the case with the other Canadian team, just gonna try to get there. Just give me a moment here. Sort of technical difficulties, so just gonna check for the others. So I'm just gonna go to the others if I can. I'm gonna go and give you a moment here. Alright, so 13th February. So yes, among those, so yeah, I'm going to get to the others in a moment, but the Leafs, definitely, without Morgan Rielly, but also without, without who's now the lineup here. Forget who was scratched. Where you just go. Either a couple of members of the quartet that were Leafs, Matthews, Marner, Tavares, Nylander quartet, who were scratched. Just going to figure out who was, if I can. So Martin Jones, John Tavares, Mitch Marner, Morgan Rielly. So of members of the quartet, of the Matthews, Marner, Tavares, Nylander, Rielly quintet, only Austin Matthews was there. So definitely contributions. And so start off scoring was with Bob McMahon, Noah Gregor put the Leafs up 1-0. Leafs would not score again until 16:25 of the same period. Nylander unassisted, and then Alexei Toropchenko, 5:36 in the second period, from Nate Walker and Matt Kessel. And then it was all Leafs third period. But again, Bob McMahon from TJ Brody, a defenseman, and Simon Benoit, another defenseman. So definitely some secondary scoring. And overall, yes, Leafs didn't do very well on their own power play, having gone over 2. Leafs was perfect on their PK shots. Leafs dominated 32-15. On the face-off, they won 9 more face-offs than the Blues did, 29-20. So overall, very good game. Again, Leafs have 4 more to play during what remains of Morgan Rielly's 5-game suspension. And assuming Rielly does not successfully appeal that suspension, he will be back. He will get to come back for next week's game against the Golden Knights at T-Mobile Arena. So, just a recap, so next game Leafs play will be on this week, Thursday Eastern Time. Home game against Flyers. TSN4 will be carrying that game. And then a weekend home game against the Ducks. So on CBC, Sportsnet Ontario, Sportsnet Pacific, and Sportsnet West. And then on Family Day, Eastern Time next week, that's Monday, it'll be an away game against St. Louis Blues. So it'll be an afternoon one, 1 Eastern Time. Then the usual night games during the rest of February. So that includes next week, Wednesday, 10 Eastern, against Coyotes at Mold Arena. Will be on Sportsnet Ontario. Then, the Golden Knights won when Morgan Riley comes back. On TSN4 with respect to English language networks, and then Colorado Avalanche second game during which Riley is eligible to play, assuming that he behaves himself. It'll be a tough game against the Avs at Ball Arena, 7 Eastern time, and then a couple home games to end February 27th and 29th. So the Monday one, the earlier of the two, will be a home game against Golden Knights. Then later in the month, and the last one will be there. So what's the road ahead for the Leafs? So, Oregon, let's do there. And it's kind of a little bit slow there. Let me just go. So I'm going to do. So in March, the Leafs do not play a game at a Western Conference arena. Indeed, only play one Western Conference team in March. That'll be the Oilers at home on 23rd of March on all sports and regional channels, at least 3 of them, and CBC. In April, Leafs will only be playing, if not at home, at Eastern Conference Arena. So basically, after 29th of February Eastern Time, the Leafs will not be playing another Western Conference team at any point, unless at any point before the start of the 2020-2025 regular season, unless it has to be Stanley Cup, unless it is Stanley Cup final, which is unlikely the Leafs are going to make because of how flawed the roster is. So it'll be regular season play, most likely when the Leafs next, after this month, but before the start of 2024 preseason play. So overall, very good. Hopefully, when more than just Austin Matthews from the Matthews, Marner, Tavares, Nylander, Riley Quintet returns for the game against Philadelphia Flyers. It'll be a home one. The Leafs will be ready to go and continue on the momentum that they got from that game. And Samsonov will put in a superb performance. He only had to stop 15 shots, so that's very good effort from the defense. Defensive responsibility was very good. Let's hope that it continues, because it's the only way to save the Leafs season. Leafs are in a precarious position as they stand, 4 points up on the New Jersey Devils, as of standings, taking into account games that took place on Tuesday Eastern time. In a future video, I plan to wrap up the Goals games that took place on Tuesday Eastern time if they involve Canadian NHL teams. Anyway, go Leafs, go Rap. So just before I go, if you like the video, please make sure to click that like button. If you want to subscribe to my channel, please feel free to do so. If you click on the notification bell, you'll get more timely notifications from YouTube of videos I put out. I try to put out videos, whether long or short ones, at least every other week. On that note, I'm going to say, go Leafs, go Raptors, go Toronto FC, go, and with respect to other Canadian national teams which I cheer, go Canada, go.